And if you're an average golfer and you struggle with pitching, this video is all about helping you pitch better, and we're going to overcome some of those common pitching mistakes. So mistake number one I see most average golfers make is they tend to play the ball too far back in their stance. So instead of having the ball in the middle, I see a lot of people playing the ball too far back. And they think that if they play it back and they get the hands forward and the shaft leaning forward, it's going to help with a descending blow, and that'll help get it in the air. To a point, I understand where you're coming from. The reality is, the loft of the club gets the ball in the air for us. We don't need to manipulate the club. So as soon as I put the ball back in my stance and my hands forward, I am going to chop down a little bit. So that's a very steep angle of attack into the ball. So one of the common mistakes when I see that, or the common shots that occurs from the ball being too far back, is we see something like that, where the club gets stuck in the ground and I hit the ball a bit heavy or a bit chunky or a bit fat. That's not a great result. So a much better way of playing it is to try and keep the ball in the middle of your stance, and we want to keep everything fairly neutral. So by having my hands directly under my nose, in fact the shaft is directly under my nose, the ball position is in the middle, that's going to create a shallower angle of attack, which is going to help me to produce a much better result. And we let the club do the work rather than us trying to manipulate the club. So as I said, we want the ball in the middle, hands pretty neutral and level, and from there just a shallow angle of attack. Ball goes up, just landed on the front edge, not a bad result. Probably about 4 paces from the flag. I could have done better, but I got putter for my next shot. So another common mistake I see average golfers make when they pitch is that they collapse their hands through the shot. And the main reason, not that they're trying to do this, but the main reason this occurs is they're thinking I have to get the ball in the air. So if I can do this, it helps to loft the ball in the air with the club. That's manipulating the club. There's enough loft on this club to get the ball in the air without us doing anything to help it. So I like to see a nice wide follow through. So I'm sure in your golfing life you've heard about the importance of the straight left arm. I don't happen to think that that is that important, but you never hear of the straight right arm. I think with pitching and almost every shot in golf, particularly drivers, long irons, but certainly pitching, I would like you to focus on the straight right arm in your follow through. So if we can extend that right arm through there, we're making a positive impact on the ball, we're accelerating through the shot, we will get better contact, we will hit it straighter, lots of good stuff happens. But if we start collapsing that left arm in here, we're going to have very, very poor contact. So it's really just about getting our right arm extended through the shot, straight right arm, ball lands on that front edge, and that's not a bad result. So another common mistake I see people using when they're hitting pitch shots is they tend to decelerate through the shot. They're worried about hitting it too far. So they have a really good backswing, and then the moment they hit the ball, they stop pretty much as soon as they hit it. I like to see some acceleration through the shot, not super rapid, but constant. And I really want to see those hands get through the shot at least to the same distance that you took them back. So if we can just follow through a little more, you're going to hit a more positive shot. So whatever distance I take it back, if I follow through just that little bit further, at least I'm giving myself the chance of getting the ball up to the appropriate distance that we want to hit it. So I'm just thinking about my right hand getting above my left shoulder in the follow through. So there it is above the left shoulder in the follow through, and that's hit pretty well. So there's a few things you can do to help with your pitching. If you really want to improve your score, I'm going to put a link to another video up here I know is going to help you to lower your score.